Okay, I am live. Now, today, I want to talk about a serious topic. It's, of course, it's how to get your kids back or your kid from protective custody. All I remember, I lost my son like a long time ago, and I got him back. Okay, me and his mother had split up. We went in there. It's a crazy story, but we went in there on the same page. I talked her into being on the same page to get our son back, to put our dispute aside for the sake of my son. We did that. Okay, it was a 2 day trial. The first day, she was right on page. She was right on page. Everything I told her to say, she was on it. Okay. Second day, we come back. She's in their custody. She totally flipped the script, and it messed me up bad. It messed me up bad, real bad, because we were so close to getting my boy back. I've been with him every day of his life. Okay, he was about 2.5 then. She totally flipped the script. So they gave her custody, you know, and then I bounced. I was homeless. I was staying there because I was homeless. Wasn't going anywhere until that trial was done. Until I got my son back. I was sleeping on beaches, whatever it was that I needed to do. I was going to do to get my boy back. I had no idea what I was going to go through, but I just knew I was going to go through it. So they gave her him. I was working, trying to get a job, starting to come up. I actually got a job. Started focusing on visitation, breaking my heart every time I see my boy, because he wanted to bounce with me, but I couldn't take him. First time I ever had to say, "Man, I can't take you, bro, but I'm gonna be here for you." And every day I would call him and try to be there for him. Of course, he was reaching out to me. That's my boy, my boy. Okay, he wasn't a mama's boy. He was a daddy's boy. So, anyways, it gets tough. It got tough. I was visiting him. He was in child protective custody. He'd show up to the visits sick, and every time I was pissed. I was like, "You ain't taking care of my boy. It's obvious." So they flip it. They'd get somebody else to watch him. And I was blessed, to be honest with you, because I was able to spend some time with my boy that I wasn't supposed to spend with them. But that's the way the Heavenly Father works, okay? He will be in your corner. That's a fact. So I was there for my boy as much as possible. Finally got to the point to where I was able to ask my sister to watch my boy, because his mom basically lost them after they gave her control. Of course. So I got a job. I got an apartment for my boy. I even got the manager to say, "Yeah, your boy can stay here. It's all good." And then his mom lost him. I had it all set up for her to come bring my boy through. This is where he's going to be staying and everything. She lost him. She didn't have a job. She started just doing some crazy shit on the streets. She lost him again, bro. She lost him again. So she went to court, and then they took him from her, put him in a child protective custody order. That's what I mean. And that's when I would go visit him, and he would show up sick and stuff, and I'd be like, "You ain't taking care of my boy at all." And I'd be getting a little upset. My boy would be telling me they be bullying him and stuff. So I was on it. I was my boy, and like I said, I've been in my boy's life ever since the beginning. So, anyways, she loses him. I give him to my sister. She signs an agreement. He goes to, up north, and then I'm able to, move up there and be with my boy, which was cool. And then I started focusing on getting him back. I couldn't have him back legally until I did a bunch of classes. Whatever they tell you to do, you got to do. Just knock it out. It's going to be bullshit, but knock it out. So I did a gang of shit, anger management classes. First thing they'll do, you just knock them out. Um, Parenting classes, whatever needs to be done, man. And this stuff takes a minute. It takes a minute. It's not a joke. It takes a lot. It takes a long time. It takes a year and shit. It takes about a year to do all these classes if you're on the grind. Okay, so you ain't getting your boy back for at least a year. So you better be in your boy's life or your girl's life, setting them up, talking to them because they're going to change. Okay, me and my boy were tight, and we're still tight because I stayed in my boy's life. I didn't let the um, the legality system or the separation that they tried to put in between us. Because at first that judge was like, "Man, everything's for the mom. Give everything to the mom." Pops, you through, man. It's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. Like I said, I was homeless, bro, living on beaches, just to visit my son, taking part-time punk ass jobs, whatever I could to get to my boy and stay in my boy's life. We were in LA. I ain't from fucking LA. From up north. His mom is though, so I was up there. She bounced with him, the first time, and I was just waiting for them for 2 weeks. I was on Venice Beach, just waiting and wondering where the fuck my boy's at, tripping hard. So it all came to pass and shit. And shit ended up, like I said, we ended up getting my boy snatched up, and then I restructured it all. But it's only because I had faith. I didn't give up. I was going to be determined to be in my boy's life. And even as time went on, and because time goes on, you feel like, damn, it's been a year already, or maybe even more. You're visiting your boy or your girl, and he's getting older and older. And you're like, time's going to keep being in between you, separating you. He's changing. You're changing. Your family's like, damn, what is up with this fool? Some families are supportive as fuck. Some don't give a fuck at all. Mine didn't give a fuck at all, except for my sister. Thank the Heavenly Father for her. So my boy went to go stay with her. And then, like I said, I moved up and at the same time did all the classes, stopped smoking weed. I smoked weed my whole life, stopped smoking weed to pass the test. And then I just kept pushing it and pushing it. And before you know it, I set up a court date to get my boy back, to let the judge know that I was making that progress that I needed to make. And I did that. And I pushed hard. So I set it up finally after completing all my programs. Went up to LA, just me, and man, it was a different judge. Everything was different. It was about maybe 15 months later, okay, or 18 months later. It was a minute, I'm telling you. So you can't get discouraged and shit, man. It's going to be tough, but you got to stay in your kid's life no matter what, and that'll get you through. That'll definitely get you through it. But you have to complete your courses, stay strong, all right, stay clean, and know that your boy needs you, okay? Because you're his parent, okay, or her parent, no matter who it is. But this is basically for the pops out there, because I know how difficult it is. I've been there, okay, and I've done that, and I beat that punk ass system, okay, because they're going to take your kids, man, and they're going to keep your kids, and they're going to put your kids in a punk ass environment. The kids that take care of your kids, those foster moms, they got about 5 kids that are all fostered. They're doing it for the money strictly. Ghetto, all kinds of shit. It's terrible, man. Compton, Watts, it's terrible depending on where you're at. You think these kids are lounging? No. They're being talked down to, okay? They're being censored. They're being guided. They're being pushed in that direction, not your direction. So that's why it's important that you got to stay in there, man. Have faith and be strong. Complete your classes, no matter what. Do you. They'll give your kids back, I guarantee you. Do you complete your courses? Go back, set another date. Okay, that judge was totally different. It went from a male judge to a female judge. They had the lawyer, the DA, all kinds of shit. Okay, that was there, all against me, and it was just me. Did I have a lawyer? Yeah, punk ass lawyer. Okay, so when it comes down to it, you gotta basically go in there and represent yourself. As long as you got all your facts straight, they can't say shit at all, and they won't. They want a kid to for you to succeed. To be honest with you, though some of them do. One judge did, and she saw me succeed and push it for my son. And when it was all done, she said, "You got your boy. I'm gonna give you your boy back." Okay, and it's been on ever since. All right, it's just me and my boy holding it strong up in Las Vegas, chilling hard. Sure we go through time, but it's just me and my boy. His mom ain't in the picture. She hasn't been in the picture. She ain't ever going to be in the picture. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. She never got her shit together. She never has her. So she can't ever get custody of my boy. Ever. And that's a fact. Okay. So I love it like that. I got through the process and you can too. I guarantee it. You got to stay strong. You know, I used to drink back in the days, not no more. You got to change up, man. You got to change up, man, because your kids really need you. And that's a fact. They cry for you. They beg for you. They yearn for you. They can't sleep without you at times. You know, I'm sure, especially when it's just you and your kid. There's a lot of people out there that know exactly what I mean. You know, exactly what I mean. So, and that kid needs you. You're the parents of that kid. So stop your drinking. Stop that shit. Shake that shit. You can't be being so vulnerable, okay, to the temptations of the world. Because listen, I'm in Vegas. They're all around, but I ain't tripping. I'm strong. I'm grounded. I know what's up. I stand for the Heavenly Father. Okay, I don't bow down to bitch ass devil's temptations. Okay, he's the one that got us all into this in the first place. Okay, we were weak. He was strong. He kept manipulating and putting us in where we needed to be or didn't need to be. We didn't know any better then. So kids got ganked. Okay, it's real. Don't let it happen to you. And even if it does, you look up, you get up, you stay up. All right, you pray up, and the Heavenly Father will put you through. When I was on the beach, homeless and all that shit, I was living day to day, of course, but it was prayer to prayer. It was miracle to miracle. It was miracle to miracle. I mean, completely down. Can you imagine how your kids took, or your kid took, your son took, when that's all you really have? You know, you've been independent for your boy this whole time, and then he gets ganked, you know, by his mom, and then custody. It's not cool. So I was all the way out, and no money, no nothing, no ID, anything. She took the ride. She took it all, 100%. I was just homeless. So, but I had the faith and the encouragement to go on, knowing that I'm going to get my boy back no matter what, you know. And I didn't know then that it was going to take so long, but it took a minute. I had to do a bunch of shit. They give you gang classes to do, but just knock them all out. Knock them all out. Quit messing with the mom, man. If they took your kid, you need to do you 100%. Don't do it with the mom again. Split that shit up. Be independent and get all your classes done and stay strong and know it's going to be miracle. But that's where your faith comes in. I was straight homeless, but wasn't really tripping. I had faith, I had direction. I knew that I was going to get there no matter what. And I was limping till work. Okay. But I got there, and I was able to visit my boy and be in his life and let him know and reassure him that it was going to be all right each and every day. All right. And then there'd be times when I call him and he'd be at the foster home, and I'd be asking him questions, and I can hear her in the background telling him what to say. I was like, man, put her on the phone. You know, so I had to let her know, man, I'm talking to my son, not you. Give him some motherfucking room, but they won't do any of that. But you got to check them as you go along and check them right. But you got to stay stern no matter what, you know, and become a professional parent. That's what I had to do, because I was never a professional parent, ever. If you drinking, all that, you ain't a professional parent. You got to become a professional parent. This is professional parenting right here, one-on-one. You know, my son's 13 now, and we came a long way, long way. He's a big boy. He's in school right now, just me and my boy. He's right here. So it's magnificent, you know, to come as far as I have, but no, it's a nightmare. That system's a nightmare. Okay, and they do want to gank your kids. And if you are not a professional parent, they're gonna gank your kids. They're gonna keep them. They're gonna keep them. They don't even want them. They give them to somebody else. Okay, but that somebody else isn't a professional parent either. So your kids ain't got no professional parenting going on. You think they do? They don't. They go to social services and all gang of other places, psychological places. They're getting tested on. It's toe up, man. It's toe up. That's like throwing your kids out there, you know, while they're young, and give them somebody that you never even met. You know, you never even met them. You don't even know about their background, you know, their achievements, if they even have any. It's pathetic. So you have to become a professional parent, because that's your kid. It's your obligation to become a professional parent. Do it, man. Put in the work. Get that mind frame of a professional parent. You're going to be grinding. You're going to be starving. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be tired. You're going to be beat up. you know, but that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Okay, because without that discipline in your life, which you didn't have before, that's why your kids got ganked. No direction, no discipline. Now you got that. It took that. It took this to get you that. So you got it now. Get your kids back. And you will continue to grow with your boy or your girl. You know, trust me. Trust me. Listen, get your kids back because they need you. They need you. They're yearning for you. That's your obligation. You have to become a professional parent. You have to. Get out your bitch ass feelings. You have to be logical. Okay? You have to be logical. All right? That means praying to the Heavenly Father, not God. Who's God? That's a title. Heavenly Father. Pray to the Heavenly Father. Okay? Because then you know where it's going. Nobody in between. None of this makeup stuff. None of this makeshift shit. Okay? You know where it's going. For your children's sake, become a professional parent. You have to. You have to. I know you yearn to. I know you were made to. I know we weren't taught to. I had raggedy parents. I forgave them both. They're dead now, but I forgave them both. Okay? They chose to be like that. All right? I'm not choosing to be like that. Not at all. So I got my boy back. We're going really strong for at least 8 years now. We're going to go a long way, man. It's me and my boy, man. I did it. I became a professional parent. Love it. Mastering it. It's the way it's supposed to be. And once you become a professional parent, then you become a professional son to the Heavenly Father. That's what it's really about. And then you're on your way. All right? So let me know, man, if this video touched you at all. Maybe shined a little light on a subject. Hopefully it did get you to gear up to becoming a professional parent and dismissing your anger and knowing that we all have anger, because I didn't even realize how much anger I had. We all got little fuses. You got to protect that fuse. Get out of your emotions. Stay logical. It ain't nothing personal. Okay? Not that personal. Emotionally personal. It's way, way deeper than that. Okay? Way deeper than that. This is some real shit. This is life. This is spiritual. This is your kid who needs you. You will be judged for this in heaven. You don't get your kids back. So you have to become a professional parent. And you will. So do what you got to do. All right? Get your kids back. May the Heavenly Father bless you and your journey, because it's going to be a journey. All right? Get your classes done. Stop smoking weed and stop drinking. Start focusing. And you will be reunited with your beautiful children who are waiting for you. Call them every day and stay on the phone. Crack some jokes with them. You have to. You got to lift them up. They're their parent. So crack some jokes with your kid. Make it up as you go along, whatever it takes. But know that you're going to be there and stay out of your feelings. It's not about you right now, man. It's about you becoming a professional for your children. Then you'll be blessed, and your blessings will continue to come in and pour on you and pour on your kids especially. Get your kids back, and that's how you do it. Okay? Get your little part-time, whatever it takes, man. I had zero. I ended up with a fresh apartment that I worked my way up. I was a manager, a maintenance guy. I went from to a manager, and they gave me a fresh apartment on Long Beach Boulevard. So I went from homeless to Beach Boulevard only because I was pursuing, with faith and an absolute desire, because I had to do that. There was no ifs. When you live blessing to blessing, you'll realize what I'm talking about. Okay. You have nothing but faith and belief. It has to work out, and you're doing your best to make it work out, and everything else is in the Heavenly Father's hands, and He will guide you. Trust me, it's right there for you. He'll set everything in place, but you got to push, okay, and pull and climb and lift, all right, to get there. And you can't let any of these negative mindsets affect your journey on getting there. So you have to stay strong. That's why you become a professional. All right, so get out of your emotions, stay logical, all right, get that script and stick to it, and you're going to get your beautiful children back. That's a fact, guarantee it. All right, so I hope this helps somebody out there. If it's just that one person, man, that'll work for me. I just decided to make this video because I feel like somebody out there could use it, you know, and it works fantastic because I got my boy back and we're chilling. All right. So may the Heavenly Father be with you on your journey. You take care. All right. Have a good day.